2, Episode 1, Ice World. Leon woke up in a small house with all his gear, cloth and everything stolen. He wondered where he was, and then a voice came and said, "If you're awake, go and gear up so you don't freeze to death." Leon geared with warm cloth that he found and went outside, and he was in an ice world. He saw a guy and a wolf. Leon asked, "Who are you guys?" And the guy said, "I know you, Leon. You were the leader for the first base, and we also had a vice leader called Guard. We fighted Misha Jr.'s base and then said it's me, Frank, from your old base." Wolf said that his name was Direwolf, and they saw some guys throw Leon's sleepy body on an ice sewer, and Frank helped him take Leon to his base. Leon asked, "What happened to Samantha?" And Frank answered that they don't know, as they only found Leon and said that he didn't even know that Samantha was still alive after that big monkey attack. Frank and Samantha ran from that attack. Leon had to start over again as he did when he woke up on that beach. He didn't waste time and went out with Direwolf so that he can start getting cloths and weapons. Direwolf told Leon that there is a gang here called Pig Army, where their leader is called King Pig. King Pig gives commands to pigs in Ice World and are dangerous. They kill for fun, as he also said that there are some dangerous robots here that kills those who are weak. Leon told him that they are called Empire Robots, as he have met them before. As Leon gathered resources with Direwolf, they met a brute pig who attacked Direwolf. Direwolf defeated him and he said, "Be careful, Leon. This ones are bigger and stronger than normal pigs." Asked Direwolf why wolves are typically found in packs, curious about his solitary presence, and pressed for details about what happened to his gang. Direwolf recounted the tragic tale of his once mighty pack, how they were ambushed and slaughtered by King Pig's army, leaving him and a few others to survive, some even choosing the path of servitude under King Pig. In a moment of hope, Direwolf suggested that if Leon could help reunite him with his closest friends, he would aid Leon in his quest to find his own lost companions. Inspired by this bond, Leon agreed and set off towards the nearby village of penguins, where new adventures awaited. Wolf and Leon came to a village and met a guy named Pingu, who was friend with Direwolf, and they told Pingu to come with them for an important mission. Then Pingu's home was attacked by humans and a wild Carnotaurus. Direwolf killed them all with help from Leon, and Pingu hid, but tried to defend his home but failed because he was small and weak. After they killed all, they took Pingu to the base as his village was destroyed and all his families were killed. Direwolf said that he hates Carnotaurus as they attack everyone, and told that he had a friend called Carnotaurus TLC, and he died bravely as he defended his first base. Leon later asked secretly Pingu where is Direwolf's closed friends, as Direwolf never spoke about them. Pingu told him that one of them is on an ice area. Leon went alone there after Direwolf and Pingu stayed at base. Leon went there and then found her. She started to get mad, but then Leon said, "Direwolf is worried about you. Would you come with me?" She got shocked and said yes, but her other gang Pig Army say no, screaming. Leon attacked them and killed one and scared the other, as he said he will kill King Pig if they don't let this wolf free. "The pigs ran away sacred?" Leon asked on the way for her name, and her name was Clem. When they came back, Direwolf got happy, and so did Clem too. They started to kiss each other as they were a couple, and that made Leon confused. Pingu said love is a strong thing and laughed. Frank said, "Great to know my pal is happy now." Frank asked Leon to hunt, and Leon said sure. Both went out as they wanted to leave lovers alone. And Leon hunted some animals, and Frank told to not worry about Samantha, that they will find her, and Frank will be with Leon that day. Leon agreed, and was happy for that, until Frank said that when this is over, Leon and Samantha will be Togta and create a baby that would be called Leotha. Leon said, "Well, you never know," as he laughed until they saw a baby Daedon and a Megalocaros with name Gaic. They tried to rescue the baby, but then Empire Robots attacked and shot Frank's legs. Leon helped Frank as Gaic followed them. Arrived, they saw Direwolf and Clem making out with each other, and Leon screamed to them that Frank needs help, and you both are making out with each other's. They both stopped, and Leon helped Frank with his legs. Gaic told that they need to go back and save the baby too. Leon said, "Not now, as Frank is more important," with an angry tone. But then he remembered what Misha did to him as forcing Leon to kill a baby for fun, and now he is letting a baby to die for nothing. Leon told Gaic that he was right, and both went out to help the baby. Gaic got so confused that he runned weirdly and didn't know what to do, and think slowly, and that made them slip from the mountain and fall into the ice water. Leon climbed and found the baby, but Gaic was gone. Leon looked around and then said, "What a stupid deer to Gayak as a snowstorm started." Leon saved the baby Daeodon and took him to base. Pingu told that Direwolf's next close friend was at King Pig's base. Leon then asked the baby Daeodon if he knew where King Pig's base is, and he said his base is on the mountain. Leon then told everyone that he would go meet the King Pig alone and see if he could save Direwolf's friend. On the way out, Leon heard that Clem asked Direwolf to have a baby with him, and Direwolf said yes quietly, which made Leon think of someone, but he brushed it away from his mind. When Leon got out of the base, he saw a broken Empire robot that had been crushed by a big stone, and near it was an EE-3 blaster. Leon took it, thinking it would be a good gun to defend himself whenever needed, and went to King Pig's base. He arrived at the base, which was surrounded by imposing walls. Leon entered. He saw King Pig, and he was much different from the other pigs, as he was sort of mutated with colors as green and blue like he saw with the other mutants in the forest. King Pig asked in a deep voice, "Why did a such human came to this base?" Leon told that he had things to do, and just wanted one of King Pig's slave, and that's Direwolf's friend. King Pig told, "Why would I just give one of my slaves to you?" and laughed with his 2 pig guards. Leon said, "It's an important job," and King Pig said, "Like what? Treat Army with your human thing?" And declared that he didn't care about the situation, insisting it was only about his other friends and a woman, piquing King Pig's interest as he inquired about this woman. Leon chose silence, growing angrier as he demanded the return of his friend's companion, prompting King Pig to respond elegantly, agreeing only if Leon handed over his nephew held captive at Leon's base. Perplexed by King Pig's knowledge, Leon realized the truth. This entire ice world belonged to King Pig, who had eyes everywhere, leading him to reluctantly agree, but not before King Pig issued a chilling warning, smiling as he threatened to hunt Leon down if any foolishness ensued. Leon came and saw that baby Daeodon was sleeping, so he carried him to King Pig. They went in, and King Pig was happy to see his nephew, but Daeodon was not happy to see his uncle. King Pig said, "Come with me, nephew." But Daeodon said no, and then Leon said, "You both can talk more when I leave with Direwolf's friend." And then asked, "So where is he?" King Pig said, "Over there is she." Leon said, "She?" and saw a female direwolf with the name Sarah. Leon then knew that Direwolf was a boy who just got girls for fun. Leon told Sarah to come, but she said no angrily, royal to King Pig, and wanted to stay as he gave her a new home. King Pig then told Leon that he is not a bad guy, but helps poor things to find a new home and not killing them. Leon told that Direwolf made a promise to him to help his family, and even his wife that is gone now. After Leon lied about it, Sarah got Shockrow hear Direwolf and accepted to go with Leon. King Pig said, "Good job now, Daeodon, it's our laughing." Daeodon said, "No, I don't care. Leon is a good man. He helped me when I was out alone in danger, and he helped me with food and more." King Pig heard it, he said, "Well, don't care, but there is no one else Leon can trade with me for you freedom, so you're stuck with me." And then a sound came behind them and said, "I will join you, King Pig. Even if I am just a old dumb elk, I am still strong and fast enough for your nephew. He is just a young baby that have a lot of learn." Leon saw that it was Gayak, and he was still alive from that ice water. King Pig then said, "Well, as you wish, but from now on you're banned from my base, Nefe. Never ever come back here, or otherwise I will kill you hard." Daeodon did not say a word, as Leon instructed him to follow to the base. And just then, Sarah arrived. Before leaving, King Pig reminded Leon that this was not their last encounter, and that they would meet again to discuss certain matters. Leon responded with a casual, "Sure thing," before departing, while Gayak warned him to take care and not behave poorly towards Leon, remaining with King Pig. Along the way, Sarah revealed that Direwolf had more than 10 kids, shocking Leon, who joked about Direwolf creating babies for fun, amusing himself with the thought of raising an army of those children. Came to base. Direwolf was so happy to see Sarah, and both started to kiss. And Leon just didn't care at this point. But Pingu and Frank laughed and said, "Now it will be double date with ladies." Leon told Direwolf that he did what he asked, and now he wants him to help find his friends. Direwolf said, "Sure, but first let me create a baby with my ladies." Leon said, "You can do it after we find my friends." Direwolf agreed on it and said, Tell me whenever you're ready to go, and we can go. But until it, I need my ladies to empty my body laughing hard." Leon geared up. He and Direwolf went out, saying goodbye to everybody as they would return soon. Pingu wanted to go with them, but Leon said no. It's too dangerous, and he should stay with Frank. Pingu then protested, claiming Frank is boring, arguing that Sarah and Clem are better, and waddled over to them. Direwolf asked Leon, "Are you ready for hell?" Leon replied, "As long as we find my friends, I am always ready." They then ventured out into the ice world amidst a fierce snowstorm. Season 2, Episode 2. Leon and Direwolf walked hours and battled many pigs and wolves as Direwolf was sad that they on Pig's team. Direwolf took Leon to a mountain where he always went to see where everyone was. He asked Leon if he can see the place, but Leon didn't see it as Direwolf said, "I am sorry, but then I don't know where it is," until Leon saw Indominus Rex roaming in the ice world. He was shocked as why the Indominus Rex was here. Direwolf asked what is that, and Leon told that it's a hybrid dinosaurs that was made by Claire, who's now dead. Leon figured out that Micah's base must be near as the Indominus Rex was near his place. Direwolf saw many of his old friends, but he skipped most of them and had to kill them if he had to. They runned for more hours, and then Leon saw Michaud base from a long distance. Leon started to get angry as he started to go at the base. Direwolf stopped him as it is not the right time to attack. Direwolf then told that there was small gangs here that was called Uteranus Gang, and leaders was Uteranus himself and his minions Carnotaurus, killing for sport and for fun. When they got closer, they saw the base that Misha had built, bigger and stronger as more humans joined with stronger weapons. Direwolf suggested gathering more people to attack. Leon agreed, but before heading back, he spotted a small prison perched on the ice. Approaching it, they realized that Empire robots were attacking the prison, and someone was trapped inside. Direwolf distracted the robots while Leon rushed to check, discovering that it was Parrot inside the prison. Leon screamed, "Parrot!" and asked, "What happened? I thought you left us." Parrot told that Dutch's man imprisoned him here for making jokes and wanted to freezing him. Parrot asked what happened to you. Leon said that Misha killed Dutch and betrayed everyone. Leon then saved Parrot and told him, "I hope you learned now to don't joke too much or death is waiting." Parrot said, "You're right, but when we go back to your new base, I will joke double as much."
Really? Is that just the show?
Leon said whatever happily as he found an old friend alive. They reunited with Direwolf too and started to run back. They went back, they heard someone scream, "There are they! Track them and kill them!" As that person screamed, many enemies started to case Leon, Direwolf and Parrot out of nowhere. Parrot for first time was serious and guided them until they were rounded around with the enemies and had nowhere to escape without attacking them. Leon attacked them with his EE3 blaster and killed some of them, while Direwolf attacked the bigger ones and Parrot went high and saw a woman who gave orders to the enemies to kill them clean. Leon ordered Direwolf and Parrot to meet them later in the base as he would chase after her. Direwolf hesitated, but Leon insisted, setting off at a sprint toward the woman. Just before he dashed away, Parrot joked that he better not die without him. With a smile, Leon embarked on his perilous quest. He fought through numerous enemies, yet the blizzard soon cloaked her from view. Struggling through the relentless snow, Leon searched desperately, but more foes emerged, forcing him to defend himself amidst the storm. Lost her and had no option but go deeper in the snowstorm. As he walked through the snowstorm, he started to hear voices. It came like Leon. "I know you can kill that monster and take revenge on him as what he did to my lover Dutch." Leon also heard Leon. "You were my brother. Why did you leave me on this first base? Why did you not let me come?" Before Leon went unconscious, he heard voices like, "Oh, Leon, you should have just killed that baby, and I would make you 100% the ultimate killer." Leon then saw a saber-toothed tiger and black out. Leon woke up. He was in a small base destroyed with a saber-tooth called Diego. Leon asked, "What happened and why are we on a destroyed base?" Diego answered, "You were almost a Leon sandwich and laughing weirdly." Leon thanked him and asked why he saved him. Diego answered, "Because you look like one of those humans I am after. But you weren't one of them, and I saved you for team-up." Leon asked who was you after and why. Diego said that they killed two of his best friends, a mammoth called Manny and a sloth called Sid. They were a trio once. Humans are after a sort of paradise place called Shamba, something like that. And the leader is called Zoran Lazarevich. a ruthless warlord commander that kills everyone he doesn't like, and for fun, but mostly for sport. Leon thought that he heard that story before from Patrick. Diego even said that he has killed his loved ones just because they don't agree with him. Leon got scared and asked Diego if they can lock everything and sleep. While Leon was scared, not just from Zoran, but from Diego as he is a carnivore. Morning, they went to the mountain and saw a flying firebird and an icebird that shotted fireballs and ice balls at enemies. Leon was shocked to see creatires such as them, but Diego was acting normal. They later found a small house and Diego started to threat evil and said, "Whoever is inside should come out or I will come in and kill you." One voice came as, "Bring it on though, guy," another voice said, "No, please, I am just a parrot." Leon recognized that it's Direwolf and Parrot and called out that it's Leon. They came out safety, and a Utyrannosaurus attacked them out of nowhere. Direwolf and Diego teamed up and defeated it Isaeli. Direwolf wasn't happy with Diego's acting as he was to evil. Diego just said, "I am a survivor, and I will do anything to stay alive, Wolfie." That made Direwolf mad, but Leon then said that they need to keep moving to base before those two birds comes back. They walked, but then they saw baby penguins being attacked by Pig Army, and Leon told to defend the penguins. Diego said, "Just ignore them and go," making Leon mad at Diego. Leon and his fierce Direwolf had just defeated the pigs, with the support of a curious parrot watching from a branch above, while Diego stood aloof, uninterested in aiding them. Suddenly, a pack of Carnotasaurs began to chase them, forcing Leon and the others to flee in panic. In a shocking turn of events, Diego decided to leap into action, showing unexpected ferocity as he took down the threatening Carnotasaurs, leaving Leon in awe of his sudden strength. But the moment turned darker when, against Leon's wishes, Diego found the baby Carno and cruelly ended its life, laughing as he broke its neck, leaving Leon horrified at the scene before him. Direwolf and Parrot hardly tried to act as they went back to the base, still shocked. When they returned, Direwolf went back to his ladies and they started to kiss him as Parrot met Pingu, and both were as annoying as each other. Diego saw that there was a pig in Leon's team and told Leon, "Are you close with King Pig?" Leon said, "No. Why?" Diego smiled and said, "You have a pig in your base and I am very close to King Pig." Diego said, "I am very close to King Pig as we are brothers." Leon told that Deodon is a special pig, so leave him alone. Leon then went to Frank as he said, "Finally you're back. Did you find your friends?" Leon said, "No, only Parrot for now. But Misha has builded more bases, so we are going to need a bigger army soon." Leon also told Frank that Diego never attacked a single pig, but attacked and killed a baby Carnotasaurus for no reason. Frank got disgusted and told that it maybe be because Diego is a secret member of King Pig like Right Hand. Diego got closer to Deodon and told him quietly, "So you're the one King Pig wanted me to make hot dog out of," as he laughed and went to sleep. Deodon got nervous, but went to Leon to sleep there. In the morning, Leon wanted to build the base bigger as they became more members. Leon asked Deodon to come, as he wanted also to talk with him. Leon asked, "I know you don't want to be a soldier, but you should at least train more, because one day we may go to war, and I want you to be strong." Deodon said, "Yes, sir, and I will in this snow place." Don told that he will train only because he likes Leon as his leader. Deodon also told Leon that Diego treathed him, calling him hot dog. Leon told he will look into it and went to Frank. Leon and Frank builded the base bigger as Diego watching Deodon from a distance with Death Starers. After the base was builded, Leon told Diego to go with him to King Pig. Both went, and Leon asked what's his problem with Deodon, and Diego answered that he loves to treat weaker people because of their cowardness. Leon told Diego it's not funny, and then Diego changed the conversation, suggesting they ask King Pig about Zoran Lazarevic's base. They arrived at King Pig's base, where before Leon could ask, King Pig screamed with joy, "Oh my boy, welcome back!" Diego laughed and approached King Pig, but Leon was focused on Zoran, asking about the madman's location. King Pig replied that he didn't know until Gaelic chimed in, stating he had the information. Leon declared, "Good, let's go find it before he kills more." Pig said, "Whatever. Now that Diego is here, I have to talk about things." And Diego laughed. Leon rode out with Gaelic, and they went to the mountain where Gaelic told him Zoran's base was. Leon asked if he was happy with the trade, and Gayic replied yes and no. Yes, because he saved a baby, but no, because of how ruthless and bad the pigs are. They walked for several hours but didn't find it. Leon asked, "Are you sure you know?" And Gayic said no. He just wanted to go out so that he could be free. Leon then said in an angry mood, "Why don't you just run away instead of lying?" Gayic said, "If I run, they will hunt me and kill me, so I can't run yet." Then Gayic said, "Let's go up on Mountain and finish this." Leon asked, "Finish what, and what are you doing?" Gayic said, "Goodbye, Leon. This was fun," and jumped from the mountain while Leon rides on his back. Leon thought he was going to die, but then saw that Gayic was doing Parker and said goodbye to his mountain. After they came back on the ground, they walked back to the base, but Gayic then saw a familiar person. It was his wife, Gayikchi, and he was shocked that she is still alive. He got mad and asked, "Where was you this whole time, and who is this human?" Gayic said, "I'm sorry, I should have went with you when the army attacked us." Gayikchi said, "Of course you should had, but you left me and your child." Leon then said, "Let's calm down." Leon saw that Gayikchi was pregnant with Gayic's baby. Leon said, "Come on, let's go to the base." And Gayikchi said, "No, I have my own house I am living in, and I will give birth to my baby alone." Gayic said then, "Let me help you to your house." They walked to Gayikchi's house while Leon helped. She said thanks to Leon, but not to Gayic as she was still mad at him. Leon asked Gayic, "Why did you leave your wife?" He said, "It's because I was attacked by King Pig, and I want to take revenge by killing him." Leon asked, "So you traded just because you wanted to get close to King Pig?" And Gayic replied, "Yeah," with an angry face. Leon realized that he didn't do it for a good heart, but just to get close to King Pig. After they came to base, King Pig said, "Good job, my dear," and left King Pig's base as Gayic stayed. Diego just watched Leon with a creepy smile. Leon went back to his base and told what happened to Frank, and he said in an angry tone, "Why did you leave a pregnant woman out there when Killer Zoran is roaming this area? Go and get her to our base right now." Leon said, "But if I do that, then King Pig will send his army to attack our base and kill her." Frank said, "Go and save her, otherwise you're just like Misha, who lets people die for nothing." Leon got shocked to hear it, as Frank didn't know about Misha, and asked, "How do you know what kind of man Misha is?" And just then the parrot came forward, casually mentioning that he was the one who had informed Frank about Misha. The parrot then declared, "We will fight with our army, and that's you, I mean." Leon grappled with the ambiguity of whether the parrot meant him alone or included everyone. Frank, Direwolf, Sarah, Clem, Deodon, and possibly even Parrot and Pingu. Finally, Leon agreed, saying, "Fine, I will go and get her to our base, but I will go with Deodon to train him," which made Deodon smile. To episode 3, Leon started to make training place for Deodon as Frank helped him to. Frank asked, "Are you sure he is the right one to train?" Leon said, "Yes, I am sure, and he is not like the freak kangaroo who joined Dutch's side." Frank said, "Let's forget them and do your thing." After they were done, Leon went to Deodon as they were ready to train. Its atmosphere. Leon expressed to Deodon that their journey would not be easy, but hard work and trust would guide them. Deodon asserted his loyalty to Leon, but Leon warned him about old friends who had allied with rival leaders. Suddenly, the parrot interjected with a loud laugh, eager for some alone time with Pingu. Leon then encouraged everyone to move forward and begin the training. As they trekked through the thick foliage, Leon took the lead, his focus unwavering, while Deodon followed closely behind, both ready to tackle the challenges ahead. They soon reached a clearing, where an improvised training ground awaited them, complete with obstacles designed to test their skills, and the eager parrot soared above, scouting for potential distractions. And Deodon went out on training. Leon teacher Deodon a lot of moves. Leon learned Deodon how to parkour, dodge, attack with tactical, and how to be fast in battle. They trained for 1 week, and Deodon defeated many enemies, including pig armies and others. After 1 week, Deodon unlocked a ability that many pigs uses, and that's force healing that heals Deodon whenever he needs, but it makes him slower. As they trained, they saw bases with humans, and Leon knew it was Zoran's army. Don and Leon attacked them, killing and destroying bases. Leon saw how strong Deodon has become and told him that he is proud of him, and Deodon was happy. For the last test Leon wanted from Daedon is to defeat 3 Brachiosaurus, and Daedon said sure, one by one. Leon used a revolver to shot and lure 3 of them same time to Daedon, and then Daedon had to think how to defeat them. He attacked them from what he learned and defeated them one by one, and that made Leon say, "Now you're ready." Leon and Daedon went to Geyikchi for Risokyu and agreed, and when they were halfway, they heard 3 big explosions. Leon told to run, and they runned. More bombs exploded, and even some assault rifles were heard being shot in, and they saw that some armies was killing innocent living beings, and of course it was Zoran's soldiers, but no Zoran himself. Leon and Daedon was close to Geyikchi's house, and then they came face to face with Indominus Rex, and he was staring at them. He then screamed as Daedon was ready to attack. But then a rocket hit Indominus Rex and they all fall. Leon said, "Come on, let's go before Indominus Rex wakes up." They went and came to Geyikchi's house and banged on the door. Geyikchi opened the door and saw Leon but got scared when she saw Daedon. But he said that he is not a bad pig and are one of the good ones. Geyikchi told what they wanted, and Leon said they are here to bring her to their base. Leon said, "You have to come with us, or you and your baby will be killed by Zoran Lazarevich." Geyikchi asked, "Wait, do you know that monster?" Leon said, "No, but we will know soon if he kills us." Talked, another exploded, and then Geyikchi said, "This looks bad, let's go." Daedon told Geyikchi that he will protect her and the baby from his own race as they all went to the base. Frank talked Geyikchi and said that he will take care of her as he did one day with his wife before her death. Leon later went out alone and went to the base where Leon and Daedon defeated Zoran's army to collect some resources. As Leon collected, he heard the army come back. As Leon ran, he heard someone and hid behind a ice. He saw Zoran Lazarevich, a soldier, with full military armor that Leon never saw before. He had a shorn-off shotgun as a weapon, and his right hand was Arthur Morgan. He came behind him, Zoran. Zoran came with a pig in his one hand that he had captured for questions. He asked the soldiers what happened to one of his men's, and one of the soldiers said that it was a human and a pig who destroyed this base. Zoran asked, "Did that pig look like this one I am holding and the human look like you?" The soldier said yes as he screamed for soldiers to get ready, commanded his soldiers to hunt down the 2 men, ready to eliminate anyone who dared to obstruct them, demonstrating his merciless nature. In a shocking display of brutality, he killed one of his own soldiers before violently breaking a pig's neck and tossing its lifeless body onto the frozen ground. Leon, witnessing this horrifying scene, felt a surge of fear and began to flee, but in his panic, he accidentally cracked the ice beneath him. Zoran's chilling gaze followed Leon's movement, a sinister laugh escaping him as he caught sight of the wanted man fleeing, screamed,
"When are you going to start to use real bullets? Now that hurt just a little bit."
Ordered his soldiers to start shotting and throw bombs at Leon. Leon started to run for his life. Leon heard sounds like, "Run, little man, you won't go to." Far as Leon ran, he came to the village Pingu lived in as they were rebuilding the village. They saw Leon and Zoran's army behind. They said to Leon that he should escape and that they can take Zoran's time because they knew they would be dead even if Leon stayed. Leon thanked and ran more in sad. Zoran came to the village. He saw a dying villager. Zoran knelt down and said to the villager, "Why did your villagers stand for a man? Was it really worth it when you all are going to die? Wasn't it pointless?" As he stood up, he stomped the villager's head to death with his foot. Zoran watched Leon running from a long distance and took out a sniper rifle, preparing to shoot Leon. But then he lowered the gun and said, "I may have let you run from me this time, but you will be back after I add your loved ones to my list." He smiled creepily. Lazarevich gave orders to eliminate the remaining villagers and set their homes ablaze, a grim decision that would have it. Leon arrived at the base, his body shaking with residual fear as the others questioned him, but he could only manage a faint whisper about needing rest. The following day, while gathering wood and still reeling from the horrors of the previous day, Leon spotted a massive bird soaring towards the mountains, carrying a human on its back. Intrigued by the sight, Leon contemplated whether this creature could offer the resources he desperately needed, prompting him to follow its path, unaware that a startling surprise awaited him. Into Episode 4. Leon climbed as the bird flied up. Leon killed some pigs and even said, How many does King Pig even have in his team? Geez. Leon climbed more until he came up and sneaked around as he watched the guy gathering iron and obsidians for his base. He had a badge called Micah's dog, Leon said. Well, I guess they are now Micah's dogs, as he laughed a bit. Part of the towering mountains, Leon stealthily made his way closer to a man collecting supplies, his pulse racing as he spotted a familiar figure among the trees. Just ahead, Leon's breath caught in his throat as he recognized the bird he believed to be long gone, the Argentavis, once thought dead after a brutal encounter. As the weight of his actions settled in, Leon found himself standing over the man he had just killed, grappling with a tumult of emotions that crashed over him like waves. In that moment of turmoil, the Argentavis took to the skies, its powerful wings sweeping through the air as it soared toward Leon, a connection re-established amidst chaos. Leon asked what happened and who that guy was. Argentavis replied that the man was one of Misha's members and now worked as a slave for Misha. Argentavis explained that Misha had taken over the area, with his gangs guarding it. He then inquired about what had happened to Leon, who recounted everything from Claire's death to Zoran, making Argentavis feel scared, as he had thought Misha was terrifying, but Zoran was the true monster. Leon described how Claire met her tragic fate, tears welling up in his eyes as he recalled the heart-wrenching moment. Argentavis listened, realization dawning upon him, recognizing the true gravity of Leon's encounter with Zoran and the looming threat he posed. He asked why Argentavis was still with Misha and hadn't escaped yet, to which Argentavis explained that after the war, they had crafted a device using Claire's gears, equipping him with a tracker that prevented him from leaving. The tracker began to beep, prompting Argentavis to mention that he would need to leave, but hoped they could meet again in 3 days. Leon expressed his hope, and before Argentavis took flight, he inquired about Samantha and the others, learning that she was imprisoned by Misha, forced to dance for the gang, while their other friends had become mere slaves. Argentavis flied back to Micah's base as Leon was shocked that Samantha is alive. He got angry as what Misha was doing. Leon started to think of evil plans in his mind. Leon went back to the base for some materials and then saw Diego spying from a cliff. Leon screamed, "Are you looking at Deodon?" Diego said yes because I got order from King Pig, and also that he wants to talk to you. Leon said, "Sure, let's go," and both went to King Pig. On their way, a big explosive happened, and Diego said, "This madman is a serious treat to the ice world." Came to King Pig, and King Pig thanked Diego to bringing Leon to him. Leon asked what he wanted, and King Pig asked Leon to come on an agreement that both team up to stop Zoran's army to kill innocent people and creatures. And for reward, Pig Army won't attack Leon and his friends. Leon thinked and then agreed on it to team up with King Pig. King Pig said that there was the elite Uteranus, who is the leader of Uteranus gang. He said go and met him so he can help. Leon smiled as he knew some of elite friends he has, and agreed to meet him. Leon was going back. He told Gaik to come with him. Gaik didn't want to go as he was planning to kill King Pig. Leon saw it and, in an angry and scary style, demanded that Gaik come along because they had something big to take care of. King Pig noticed their tension and warned Leon not to let his anger and darkness take over him. Leon agreed and took Gaik to his base, leaving Diego behind to protect King Pig. On arrival at the base, Gaik was furious and shocked to see Gaikchi there, asking Leon angrily why he brought his wife into his territory. She told she would be much safer here than in that house or with Gaik. Frank said, "Let's stay here and try to be good to each other's, okay?" They both agreed, and then Gaikchi told Leon that she had some good weapons and armor she found and had stored in her old house. Gaikchi told Leon that he can go and take all if he wanted. Leon agreed and went there with Deodon. They came and Leon found the weapons. It was a strong metal bow and new snow jacket. Leon took them, but then Deodon said that he hears a weird growl. Leon knew who it was. It's Indominus Rex, and that he was still alive after that rocket it was hit with. Both sneaked back to the base, and Leon then went out to find Elite Uteranus. Leon walked for hours and finally found Elite Uteranus and told that if he can help Leon to defeat Zoran's army. Elite Uteranus agreed, and right away because Zoran's army had killed many of his gangs, and that made him lose good people. Both came to Leon's base, and then a big explosive happened close to the base. The ground shaked and Leon heard screams in the base and entered the room and found Sarah, Clem and Gayikchi crying, with Gayikchi looking around in panic. He tried to calm everyone, and then an idea sparked in his mind, reminiscent of the way Dutch once spoke. Climbing onto the base tower, Leon shouted to everyone to calm down, declaring that the only way to win was to fight back and strategize for their escape. Daedon had trained hard and stood up, proclaiming, "I have your back until I die. I am ready." Direwolf echoed his sentiment, and even Sarah and Clem expressed their desire to join the fight too. Frank also rose to lend his support. Frank told that he will also fight. Leon said it's better if you escape with the other, and Frank said, "No, Leon, I was in war with you, but I escaped like a coward, and now I want to show that I am not a coward. If I die, then I will reunite with my wife in heaven." Leon understood and respected it and said good. Leon then told Parrot, Pingu and Gayikchi that they are the only ones who will escape to the boat. Parrot joked that if he stayed, he would have defeated Zoran faster than anyone in this base. Leon answered, "Sure you would in a non-serious..." Ick told Leon that he wanted to escape with his wife, but Leon told that he should first prove himself to be a good man before that in an angry tone. Gayik got mad but agreed in an angry way. As Leon planned the war, Gayik started to plan to kidnap his wife and escape from Leon. Leon told that elite Uteranus will help them to escape and defend later. Leon started to build a boat out of metal and also build a minigun to destroy enemies that will come front of him. Leon thanked Claire for the blueprints she gave him before her death. 3 days after Leon crafted the boat and minigun, they were set to escape, but an unsettling realization hit him. Gayik and Gayikchi were missing. He asked around frantically until Daedon mentioned he saw them leaving, perhaps hiding with King Pig. Anger coursed through Leon as he understood Gayik's intentions, violently slamming his hand on the table. "I will kill that deer," he shouted, just as a massive explosion rocked their base, shattering the doors. Leon realized Zoran's army had arrived. "The war begins. Attack," he screamed. Episode 5. Leon and his army attacked as Pingu and Parrot hided inside the base with Frank. After a serious fight, Leon, Daedon, Clem, Sarah and Direwolf spreaded from each other's. Leon went back to base and took Parrot and Pingu with him to the boat. Daedon and Direwolf came back and said that he doesn't know where Clem and Sarah went as Direwolf gets worried. A lot of Zoran's soldiers still came, but then elite Uteranus came and attacked Zoran's. Army screamed so loud that it made the army flee and some died of his sound. Uteranus told Leon that he needs to check his gang too and will return back to his base. Leon said sure and then took Pingu and Parrot from his base to the boat. On their way, they got attacked by many of Zoran's armies and even Empire robots that Leon wonders who they really are. Pingu runs fast, but because of laziness, he ran slow as Leon forces to kill more than what he needs to. After they comes to the boat, Leon locks Parrot and Pingu so no one can enter. Before Leon went out, he told everyone to stay close and don't run away. Jokes about their last time they see each other's before Leon's death. Leon answers that it won't happen and he will be back with others. Leon went back to the base, but he saw Clem's dead body on the ground as she was killed by an assault rifle. Leon got sad, but he needs to go before he joins Clem. Leon entered his base and said that he needs to go to King Pig to see if Gayik is there. Direwolf asked to join him and Leon agrees. Before they went, Direwolf asks if Leon has seen Sarah or Clem, and Leon said in a low voice, "Clem is dead by Zoran." Felt a profound sadness as the dreams of a future filled with family were shattered by the war's wreckage. Daedon, sensing the despair, offered a solution, suggesting he could leave to ensure Direwolf protected their base, while Leon nodded in agreement, vowing that even in Daedon's banishment, their bond would remain steadfast. Together, they approached King Pig's base, witnessing the fury of Zoran's army unleashing their attack. Without hesitation, Leon and Daedon plunged into battle, their combined strength overwhelming Zoran's forces, leaving King Pig in awe of Daedon's newfound power. Yet, amidst the chaos, King Pig ominously warned Leon that one of his guards had been slain, a tank storming their way, heralding more danger ahead, told Daedon to destroy the tank. Diego told that he can help too. 3 of them attacked the tank and more of Zoran's armies, and after they killed and destroyed the tank, Diego looked at Daedon and said, "Maybe I was wrong about you because you're not as weak as I thought," while smiling creepy. Daedon answered back, I never even tasted good until you told me that. There were too many for Leon, Deodon, and Diego, causing them to back away in fear. But suddenly, a loud, monstrous scream pierced the air, and one by one, the soldiers were devoured by an unseen creature. As the fearsome beast revealed itself, it became clear that the terror they faced was none other than the Indominus Rex. In a panic, Leon and his friends dashed into the base and locked the doors just as the Indominus Rex attempted to crash through, its massive frame shaking the ground. Then, the sound of whirling blades filled the sky as a chopper swooped in, launching an assault on the dinosaur, forcing it to chase after the retreating aircraft. Just when they thought they were safe, a mysterious voice echoed behind Leon. They saw Arthur Morgan and More Soldier taking hostage King Pig and others, while Arthur said it's a pleasure to meet Leon. To Leon, "So this is the line we cut and make a food out." As he said it, King Pig screamed to Leon save him in a scared way. Leon asked Arthur, "If you're a man, why don't we finish this with hand to hand and leave the coward king alone?" King Pig got pissed, but tried to stay calm, and Arthur accepted it as he said to Leon that, "After I finish you, I will finish King Pig slowly, and then rest of his friends and gangs, so they can have a peace aftermath." Leon said, "Bring it on," and both started to fight. Leon punched as Arthur dodged and laughed, went on his stomach, and Arthur took Leon's head, throwing him in ground and kicking Leon hard. Came up and took his hand and pushed back. Leon took Arthur's side and punched in his face and kept going until Arthur started to get angry as shielding himself. Leon kept going and started to go so far as to kill him. Then Arthur kicked Leon and then ran out. Leon followed, but then saw Arthur in a chopper as Arthur screamed, "We will meet again soon," laughing, and they went out. Told King Pig that his base is safe now, and asked if he have seen Gayic. King Pig said no why. Leon then said that he better watch his back because Gayic is planning to kill King Pig, and then told Deodon to go back to their base. King Pig got shocked, but then said, "Wait, Deodon. I know I have been a bad uncle, but now that my guard is dead, how would it be if you joined me in this base?" Deodon didn't know what to say and looked at Leon, and Leon told that it's his choice. In the end, Deodon wanted to go with Leon as he saw him his new leader, respected it and said, "I can stay here for a while and will later go my way." King Pig asked, "What will you do now, Leon?" Leon told that he will go and find Gayic. As he said it in a creepy and angry way, King Pig tried to warn but went quiet, and Leon went back to his base. Leon told everyone to pack up when he returns back after he visits Gayic, because he thinks he knows where Gayic is hiding with Gayikchi, and it got to be on top of the mountain because he loves to be there and also heard deer sounds coming from there. Leon heard up and went out, and on his way he saw many Empire droids that have been destroyed and left stormtrooper armor and old guns that he used before Misha took them all. He geared up and felt like his old form and then started to go up on mountain. Leon saw there was a sort of new gang guarding the mountain. Leon killed them and continued to go up as it got tricky and he had to climb more. When Leon came on top, he saw some symbols and stones he never saw before. Leon even saw a monkey statue in a bright cave, and then he saw a small house near it. At the house, it was Gayikchi ready to give birth any second. Leon came close and asked what happened, and Gayikchi told that Gayic took her to his secret base so she would give birth and later kill her and take the baby to Shambhala and raise it. Leon got shocked by Gayic to kill Gayikchi and the Shambhala thing. Gayic came and saw Leon as he screamed, "What are you doing here?" Leon said that he can't take the baby to Shambhala and kill Gayikchi. Gayic told that Shambhala is the best place to raise the baby as he is from Shambhala himself. Then said that he met Gayikchi in the ice world, but she betrayed him too. He revealed that the only way to enter Shambhala is to follow the map and use his blood, otherwise none can enter. Meanwhile, Gayikchi was screaming and giving birth, while Leon started to go to her, but Gayic stood in front of Gayikchi and told Leon to back off if he wanted to live, and Leon complied. Moments later, Gayikchi gave birth to a baby boy, her face lighting up with happiness to see him alive and well, as Gayic also felt joy. Just then, Leon noticed Argentavis approaching, back to the mountain as he told that he would after 3 days. Gayic didn't notice Argentavis, and Leon whispered that he would need Argentavis' help to get rid of Gayic. Argentavis told Leon that he got a plan, but needed to start a fight with him. Leon then took out his revolver and shot the ground. As Gayic turned, Leon jumped at him and started to fight as both fighted. Leon took out a knife and tried to stab Gayic, but he dodged and hit Leon with his horn, injuring Leon. Gayic then kicked Leon's stomach. Gayic kicked Leon to Cliff, came and told Leon that he is just a weak boy who will never have a family, as he is not a man enough. As he talked, Leon took out his backup knife and cut one of Gayic's eyes, and he started to bleed, making Gayic scream off pain. Leon started to get up, but then Gayic kicked Leon from the mountain and Leon fell. Gayic said, "I'm done with the child," and started to walk back, his wife still bleeding. Leon then screamed, "Hey, where do you think you're going?" Gayic turned around and got shocked, as how is he still alive, making him more angry at Leon. Started to charge at Leon, but just then, Argentavis swooped down from behind, capturing Gayic in its talons and lifting him high towards the edge of a cliff. As the winds howled around them, Gayic pleaded for mercy, begging not to be thrown off the mountain because he had a baby to care for. Leon, watching the scene unfold, was done with Gayic's pleas and commanded Argentavis to end it, declaring that he could no longer tolerate Gayic's nonsense. Argentavis looked at Leon, noticing the change in him, the darkness creeping in, and said, "No, Leon, you're not like this. You are a better person with a heart," screamed in an angry tone. "Who do you think you are letting this Gayic guy be alive?" Leon then tried to take his revolver, but he had lost it while planning another thing to do. Tavis started to fly back. Gayic thanked him, but then Leon took out his knife and was going to stab Gayic. Argentavis screamed, "Leon, don't!" But then Gayic was shot in the head by Gayicci, who had stolen the revolver during Leon and Gayic's fight. That made Argentavis drop the dead body of Gayic, and he fell from the mountain as of one of his body parts got spreaded. Leon and Argentavis went to Gayicci and told her why did she shot Gayic. She told that he never deserved to be father, and she wanted to die before he killed her. She also confirmed that she was dying of blood loss. Gayicci gave the baby to Leon and told him to promise to take care of him as she was crying. Leon promised and took the baby in his arms. As he did it, Leon asked what should the baby be named, but then Gayicci died with tears in her eyes. That made Leon and Argentavis sad, but Argentavis was still can't believe on how dark Leon has become. Leon told Argentavis that they are going to move to West to escape. Argentavis told that Jenny and Kenny was there because there is a city, was shocked that Kenny was still alive after the attack. Leon said thanks and promised that he will come and rescue them after he has moved and geared up with more armies. Argentavis was happy, and before he went back, he told Leon that he is always in these mountains every 3 days. He then flies away as Leon came back to the base with the new baby. Everyone loved the baby. Frank asked what happened. Leon took a deep breath, preparing to share the tale of their narrow escape and the challenges that lay ahead. The air was thick with anticipation as he began to recount the events that led them to this moment, every word drawing the team closer together in their shared struggle. Later started to go to the boat, but Elite Uteranus stayed in the base as he wanted to guard the base from others and even from Zoran's army if they came back. Leon and his army came to the boat, and as Leon was going to drive the boat, Daedon told Leon that he wants to stay behind and guard the base too. Leon didn't want him to go, but told that it would be a good idea because he is a trained soldier. Direwolf also told that he will stay, but will go and work with King Pigs as a new guard, and Leon asked if it is really a good idea to do it. Wolf said yes because he and King Pig did an agreement that pigs and wolves will work together as a team, and Sarah was also going to stay with Direwolf. Leon then told both to good luck, and then asked Frank if he is also going to stay. Frank said yes after you have settled it down on your new home. Leon told at least I will have someone I know. Parrot then said, "Oh Leon, already forget me and Pingu who will never leave you." As both laughed, Leon looked at the baby and said that his name will be Ikshi, like his mother and father before driving. Credit scene. Zoran enters his big base and hangs a map on the wall that reveals the location of Shambhala and how to activate it. He speaks, "Oh, my little dear. It's sad that you worked with Leon because I would have given you a better life. But now you're on my wall forever, and you will see me gain the power from Shambhala and then go after Leon's loved ones and even your baby for a family board on the wall."
It appears you have nothing to bargain with, Mr. Drake.
As he finishes, laughter echoes through the room, energizing his army to prepare for
Return to the staging
Shambhala,
ground,
with
prepare to
Gayic's
move
head
out.
gruesomely
You, come with
displayed
me.
behind
You.
him.